Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaranadi Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaranadi Yasodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yasodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Dhira Vanachandi Yamuna Dhira Vanachandi Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaranadi Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaranadi Yasodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Yasodanandana Jamuna Dhira Vanachandi Yamuna Dhira Vanachandi Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jai Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jai Gurudev. Gita Hari Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gita Gora Hari Bol. Jai Gora, Jai Gora. Jayom Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajagacharya Astuta Rasata Shri Shrimad Divine Grace ISKCON founder Acharya Jagadguru Sri Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajagacharya Astuta Rasata Shri Shrimad Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Ki Jai Ananda Guru Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai Prabhu Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakti Vrinda Ki Jai Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopal Gopinath Shama Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan Ki Jai Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai Mathura Dham Ki Jai Navadvip Mayapur Dham Ki Jai Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Jai Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Devi Sudarshan Chakra Ki Jai Yamuna Mai Ki Jai Ganges Mai Ki Jai Tulsi Devi Ki Jai Bhakti Devi Ki Jai Samaveta Bhakti Vrinda Ki Jai Nitai Gaura Premanande. All glories assembled devotees. All glories assembled devotees. All glories assembled devotees. All glory to Shishi Guru Shri Gauranga. Vishnu Hare Krishna Krishna Garakarana Sakti Om Gyana Timirandasya Gyananjana Salakaya Chakshulu Militanjena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sarpitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yutapada Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamcha Sri Rupa Sagrajata Sahagana Raghunathan Vitantam Sajiva Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Deva Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagano Lalita Shri Vishakan Vitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpati Gopisa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gourangi Radhe Vrindavanishwari Vrishabhanu Sutui Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Vanchakal Vatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhuvya Vacha Titanam Pavanivyo Vaishnavavyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Hare Krishna. So we are discussing about the community. Okay. It didn't show you? It didn't show you we're supposed to start. He's coming to help you. He's coming. What is a community? Yes. It's just a small part of. It's a small part of the whole presentation. It's a small part because we have only short time. What is a community? What is the idea of a community? When you say community, what are we looking at?
Set of people belongs to one set of people, one set of people.
Set of people.
Set of people.
Very good. Like-minded people. Good. Are we like-minded? I'm asking. We are like-minded? Are we like-minded? Yes or no? Yes. Sure? Thank you. At least that is the formula. Is to be like-minded people. Very good. Yes. What else? What do you think is a community? Community.
A set of people which have something common between them.
Something of a commonality. We have something in common.
Our village is one set of people. Our colleagues one set of people. Neighbors one set. Positive people one set. Negative people one set. Different community.
Okay. We have varieties of community. Right. Very good. Yes.
The community is a part or like a set of people and the part where you find shelter and security and happiness.
Okay. Very good. Very good. Thank you. Thank you. Community. What is a community? That's my question. What is a community? We have so many communities now.
In India we have castes.
Yes, a caste.
We have castes.
Very good. The caste which we have is destroying India. So you better stop it. Very destructive. It's not human. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna created a community based on quality and the gunas, not by physical discrimination. When Varnashram become adulterated, Varnashram, when it become adulterated, then it is called caste. It's adulterated Varnashram, which is created by a human being, not by Krishna. Krishna created Varna Ashram. It's better to maintain Varna Ashram, which is a community. Community with 4 departments. 4 departments. It's a community, spiritual community. So here we're looking at it. Community is the idea of communion, meaning wholesome. I ask you, do we have everything in common? It should be common. Then the communication. There's communication between people. Because we have everything in common. Everything is in common. We have the same dress, we have the same lifestyle, we have the same kind of food, kind of mentality, one language. It's a community. So we have Vaishnava community. So community of Vaishnavas who have a principle. Community is a law of safety in numbers, in action. Yes. So we come together with a common goal, and our activities are applied and accepted by everyone in that community. It is not an imposition, but it's a sweet experience. Had we developed such a powerful community, we have 4 essential principles to always remember. Principle 1, we should view all conflict as our own fault first. We should view all conflict as our fault first. If we want to resolve a conflict, we must consider that we have participated in creating the conflict. Because if I am not complicated, you cannot have conflict with me, and neither can I have conflict with you. Conflict between 2 complicated people. Therefore, it is our duty to contribute for the solution, if you want to solve. And argument and debate is not bhakti. Argument and debate, it is maintained by false ego. I am superior to you. And because in Kali Yuga, everyone has false ego. So, when you show your false ego, I'm going to show my false ego also. They fight. But for Vaishnava community, conflict is wonderful. For non-devotees, conflict is very dangerous, very devastating. For devotees, it's very good because conflict increases our love for each other after it is resolved. I have a beautiful pastime. It's one of my favorite. I have many, but just one because you don't have the time. Listen carefully. Even if you have heard it before, listen because I'm going to ask you a question. Yes, we are learning, so we have to learn properly. Srila Rupa Goswami was sitting in Vrindavan and in meditation. In meditation, he was seeing Rupa Goswami was seeing Srimati Radharani was being attended to by the Sakis. They were beating her in Yavat. Rupa Goswami was sitting at Ramareti in Yavat. Srimati Radharani is being attended to. They were taking care of her, beating her. In the process, Lord Krishna came from the back. Generally, for normal person, we don't see from the back. Krishna see from the back. Krishna Radharani also see from the back, all directions. But for the pastime, she didn't see from the back. So Krishna came from the back. The gopis who was attending to him, who were attending to her, because you were standing, so they saw Krishna. As soon as they saw Krishna came in, they were very happy. Wanted to say, Krishna. So Krishna said, don't talk. Keep quiet. They know Krishna has something in mind, so they didn't talk. But they continued with their services And in their mind, they are waiting. What's he going to do? They were waiting. And they continue with their services. When they finish bathing, dressing, and make sure everything was complete, and we do dirty greeting. So they brought a mirror before. When she looked into the mirror, I am Krishna. So Sri Rupa Goswami smiled, as you did. When Rupa Goswami smiled, one devotee was coming to meet Rupa Goswami for Krishna Katha. But he has a deformed body. So when he came in and seeing Rupa Goswami sitting and laughing, he assumed. Assumption is very dangerous. Yes, you understand? Assumption, very dangerous. He assumed Rupa Goswami was laughing at him. Rupa Goswami, you, of all people, you laugh at me. He bowed down the head and left. As soon as he left, with the heart feeling, Rupa Goswami laughed at me. The meditation Rupa Goswami stopped. He couldn't see the persons again. So Rupa opened his eyes. As he opened his eyes, he didn't see anybody. So, but in his mind, he noticed I might have offended somebody. That is why my meditation broke. So Rupa Goswami stood up and was searching for a devotee whom he might have offended. Are you listening? Did Rupa Goswami make any offense here? He didn't see the devotee. He was not laughing at the devotee. He didn't see. Because he was in meditation, his eyes were closed. When the devotee came in and left, he didn't see. He opened his eyes only after the devotee had left with a heavy heart. Did Rupa Goswami make any offense here? Rupa Goswami, his eyes were closed in deep meditation. He didn't see externally. And even if he sees, he was not laughing at the devotee. He couldn't have done that because he knows the difference between the body and the soul. So he didn't see, he didn't laugh at the devotee. So my question was, did Rupa Goswami make any offense? No. Why his meditation broke? Why did his meditation broke? The devotee was hurt. Because the devotee took offense, his meditation broke. You understand? He didn't make offense, but because the devotee felt offended, he's implicated. The consequence was that his own meditation broke. He couldn't see the person he was seeing again. Means what? He has participated in the devotee's assumption. So when we make someone, whatever, if your purity makes someone feel offended, you are implicated. Therefore, you don't have right to claim, but to beg for forgiveness. Do you understand? So Rupa Goswami was looking, he's a devotee. He's a devotee. He knew that. So he was looking for that devotee. But that devotee went to Sanatana Goswami. And there he was telling the Sanatana Goswami, just see what happened to me. I was going to hear some pastimes of Krishna, and I went to Rupa Goswami. He was laughing at me. And if it is carry me, it's okay. But the devotee, not just a devotee, Rupa Goswami. So I'm very disturbed. Sanatana Goswami went into meditation and traced it. And he also saw the pastimes himself. He came out and told the devotee, Prabhu, Sir Rupa Goswami was not laughing at you. He narrated the pastime Rupa Goswami was having that time. When he had the pastime, he also became very disturbed. And he ran back to Rupa Goswami. Rupa was searching for him. When both of them met, please excuse me, forgive me. No, you forgive me. No, you should forgive me. No, you forgive me. They were begging each other for forgiveness. That was the end of the conflict. Both of them were very happy because they contributed for the solution. So there is no conflict between devotees. Conflict is between non-devotees. So if you want to have a healthy community, we shouldn't claim right. Once you have met someone offended, we are implicated. Therefore, we should contribute to the problem, to the solution. We should contribute. What do you mean? View all conflict as your own fault first. If we don't see that I have committed, you will not look for the solution. Only when we feel that I have contributed to it, I will look for the solution. But see, did they fight? Rupa and this, did they fight? Why they didn't fight? Why they didn't fight? Huh? I'm not hearing.
They saw their own faults first.
Both of them saw that I made mistake. They had admitted that I made a mistake. Therefore, it was very easy for them to solve it. When, no, did I see you? How can you accuse me? Like, did I see you? I didn't see you. That is your problem. The person will be angry. This man is heartless. We have met someone to be angry. We are implicated. Therefore, if we are devotees, if we want to have a healthy community, we should not claim right. Your purity is making someone angry. Means your purity is questionable. So we should contribute to resolve the solution. That is a community. As a community, we will progress. So this, the attitude Rupa Goswami taught us. He didn't claim right, but he felt bad. That when the other devotee got understood what was happening, he felt very bad. Oh, I have disturbed Rupa Goswami's meditation. Let me go and beg him. When they begged each other, they were begging each other. The moment a devotee from the heart say, I'm sorry, the other person will be affected by that. And that will be the end of the conflict. So for devotees, there is no conflict. It helps to create synergy. Non-devotees is very devastating because it will generate more hatred and complications. And many people will participate in that. As long as we consider the difficulty to be caused by another person's wrongdoing, we are close to our own contribution to change and healing. We don't have time for personality problems as we are at war. We do not have time to be slowed down because somebody told us something rude or ignore us. Ignorance makes us to suffer in this world. Can a person who have not seen you offend you? Huh? A person who have not seen you, can he offend you? We know the answer for everything. We know the answer for everything, but we still have the same problem. Say no. Yes, it is true, it is no. But why do we get angry? Why do we get angry? Answer my question. Why do we get angry if we agree that if someone said, look at your dirty face. Is your face dirty? The spirit soul is dirty? The spirit soul, is it dirty? So someone said, look at your dirty face, you get angry. It means what? Ignorance. 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 What is ignorance? We have accepted the body to be the self. So we suffer unnecessarily in this world because of ignorance. Anarato Pashanam Sakshat Bhakti Jogama Dokshaje. Our suffering in this material world is 100% superfluous. Sutta Goswami. Superfluous. We are suffering unnecessarily. So we should understand the principle of Bhakti. Bhakti has science. Bhakti is a science. It has formula. If you want to succeed, you should know the formula. In Bhakti also. Yes. If you don't know this principle, we are going to waste our time engaging in unnecessary things. But we should know that death is not waiting for us. Death is not waiting for us. So this year, every new year, we have some things to share with devotees. So this year, we're discussing with devotees. All of you, all of us, please look at the things which is predominating our consciousness every day. Don't look at my own, look at your own. I will look at my own. You should look at your own individually. What is predominating our consciousness every day, every week, every month, every year? Let us put it on the table and look at it. Then ask ourselves this question. Will this thought, will this mentality help me at the time of death? What I'm putting my energy into, will it help me at the time of death? If the answer is no, please change it. Please change it. If the answer is no. If the answer is yes, no problem. Go ahead with it. If the answer is no, please change it. Don't see conflict as negative, but as a time to grow and learn to serve each other better. The synergy. It is just an outgrowth of the diversities which characterizes us. Means what? This is the time to check where we are. Where we are in our Krishna consciousness. conflict is the time to check. Let me make it practical. If you take orange and squeeze it, what will you get from inside? Huh? Not mango? Guava? Apple? Why?
Because it's an orange.
Huh?
It's an orange.
Why will you get only orange, nothing else? Why will you get something and not only orange? Because that is what is inside. Is it not? That is what is inside the orange. It's not mango that is inside. So, if someone offended you, makes you angry, means what? That is what is inside. Is it not? If you light a match and put it in the water, it will light? Why? Why it will not light? You put it here, it will light? Right? It will light here, but not in the water. Why? There's fire here. There's fire here. There's no fire in the water. So it will not light in the water because there's no fire element. But here there is fire, so it will light. Similarly, if someone quizzes us, that is the time to know where we are. Don't see conflict as negative, but as a time to grow and learn to serve each other better. It is just an outgrowth of the diversities which characterizes us. It's the time to show where we are. If we have enough concern for others, we can find the strength to help and to look beyond our own ego. Is it true? Yes. Huh? Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Let us look beyond our ego. This cannot just happen philosophically. We have to do something practical. We should practice our sadhana very nicely to go beyond the body. From my experience, from my practical experience, 90% or 95% of Hare Krishna devotees were on the body. 95%. We are on the body. How do we look at each other? Body. Look at the sari I put on. Look at my duty. Look at the slokas I know. Look at your body. Look at your this. Look at your that. Body. It's all body. Yes? Someone stand near to you. Who is it? Body. It's body which I see. But our philosophy begins from we are not the body. And at this stage, we are still on the body. Bodily platform. Let us be practical. Practical demonstrate your ability in the subject you're trying to do. Theory will hide you, but practical will show where you are. Essential principle number 2. Treat everyone you encounter as if the success of your spiritual life depends on the quality of your interactions with them. Is it clear? Huh? Do you understand? We should do what? We should treat everyone as if the success of our spiritual life depends on the quality of our interactions with each other. As all of us are sitting here, is something happen now? Who will be the next person to attend to you? Who? All of us. Who will be the first person to attend to us? Huh? The person here, those of us here, not your family members who are not here. The person who will attend to us first is the neighbor, the person next to us. Is it not? So is that person important to our lives or not? How do we treat them? How do we treat each other? How do we treat each other? Is there a guarantee that all of you are going to leave the body before I'll be the last person to leave the body? Is there any guarantee? Why are you laughing now? I'm asking you something practical. Any guarantee? Therefore, let us be careful with how we treat each other. And especially, let me tell you, women live longer than men. So, you are going to leave the body before your wife. If you don't treat her nicely, she's going to be very happy when you leave the body. Hare Krishna. Liberation. I've been in prison all these years. Now I'm liberated. Okay, sir, thank you. Today you have answered my prayer. This is a nice prayer. I am because you are. I'm existing because of you. Can I sit here and speak without you sitting here? I'm asking. Can I speak here without you, all of you sitting here? And can you sit here without my speaking? Means what? We are important for each other. Let us appreciate each other. It's a community development. It's a community consciousness. Be there for each other. It's a community. I want to know from you, how many of us here can have tumultuous kirtan? Hello? Who can do that? Kirtan, tumultuous one that will shake the universe. One person. Huh? You can do it. Can you do it? That was my question. That you want to. I want to see a person who can do that. You can do it. I'm very happy that today I have found a pure devotee. You have been looking for pure devotee. You make mistakes. She is here. Right here. Namo Namaha. All along before today, we experience is to have a tumultuous kirtan, we need many devotees to join. That is when you get it. Each time we were doing that, 7 mridangas, 14 kartlas, and different groups. Then the kirtan they describe as tumultuous. So to have that, we need each other. I am because you are. Krishna has arranged all our relationships, and it is up to us to use them for our greater spiritual good. Going back to Godhead depends upon your spiritual consciousness and how you treat each other person. Each person. Our consciousness is based on what we do daily. Going back to Godhead is what? Our consciousness. It's our consciousness. One friend asked me, Maharaj, am I going back to Godhead this time? I said, Why you ask me? You're supposed to know. No? You should know the answer yourself. I said, no, I don't know. That's what I'm asking you. I said, okay, let me answer your question for you. Do you speak like Brajabasis? Do we speak like Brajabasis? We speak like them? Do we walk like them? Huh? So how can we go there? How can we go there? We have to align ourselves with the process, the principle, the consciousness there. So Krishna consciousness, that is what we... To be Krishna conscious, we have to be conscious first. Meaning what? We should look at what we do every day. Let us look at what we do every day. What is that we are doing? Going back to Godhead, it depends on our spiritual consciousness and how we treat each other. When we go back to Godhead, we are expecting to go there and ask Krishna, Krishna, I'm coming from Bangalore. Where is a section for people from Bangalore? I said, oh, not here. Not here. For here, everything, we are all together. No section here. We are all together. Consciousness matters. Because our time is going to have to run. So reflect upon the person you love the most and aspire to treat everyone with that same quality of love. Very difficult. Is it not? Somebody look at this, she called me, I love my husband. I said, it's okay, that is all right. You should love your husband. What about me? What about someone else with your husband? What about your enemy? You will love the enemy? No, how can I love my enemy? Then you cannot go back to Godhead. Because there is no enemy there. Everyone there is a friend from the heart. So, how do we do this? How do we apply this? How do we apply this principle? God has arranged for the association that we have. People are in our lives and pass through our lives for a reason. We should not condone reckless behavior, but we certainly do not need to contaminate the atmosphere with poisonous feelings, which are more harmful than the original transgression. We should treat everyone kindly. Let's treat everyone kindly. That's the beginning. Let's just learn how to treat each other nicely. That's the beginning. If you treat everyone around us nicely, we'll have a healthy community that will be qualified to go back to Godhead. Treat everyone kindly. Everyone. Everyone. Principle 4. Realize that the people in your present environment might very well be the people with whom you will live out your life and who will be with you at the time of death. We all know that the time of death determines what happens to the soul, but the mind at that time of death is affected by previous associations. We'll be talking about. Death. I was talking how it is not an easy time. Example, seeing a person who took your wife on their deathbed versus seeing someone you love. We are all locked into each other more than we think. All right? Hare Krishna. Any comment or questions?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Maharaj, my question is the third principle, how do we apply it in practical life? Because let's say if someone disturbs our course of action, which we want to happen, and that does not happen, and other people get affected because he stopped the course of action which we were doing for the benefit of people. So we naturally have to make him like you should do your own work, don't disturb me. So how do we?
Can someone stop you from sleeping? Can someone stop you from sleeping? Eh?
No.
Can someone stop you from eating? From eating? Can someone stop you from eating?
No.
So why would somebody stop you from doing your service? How? That means we don't want to do it. Don't forget, the Christian is here and he knows everyone completely. Before we think of something, he had dictated it. And he is waiting to see our reaction. He compliments what we think. So, as somebody cannot stop us from eating when we want to eat, nobody can stop us from sleeping when we want to sleep. No one should stop us from doing our services.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Like you were telling how we should have a relationship with the devotees around. So my question is, it is said that we should have close association with like-minded devotees.
Yes.
And like many times we see that some devotees may be there who have some idealistic perception of how we should be act or something like that, and they may not be able to accept the way we are. And so in their presence we may feel, they may intentionally or unintentionally make us feel guilty being real. So we may not feel them very to associate them closely, although we may respect their services and we respect them. We try to take little association, but not very closely, regularly. So how to understand this? We would like to take association who can appreciate us, or who can appreciate us when we are acting real, not acting in an ideal fashion.
Thank you. To keep distance from persons whom you don't feel comfortable with because they make offenses, they hurt us or we hurt them. To keep distance is not bad, it is correct. But keeping distance does not mean hatred. It's a different thing altogether. So you can keep distance but no hatred. That will help us. The second part, if we want to make progress in Krishna consciousness, And it is necessary for us to, this morning, the devotee were asking me about ways to analyze ourselves so we can make advancement. One way to do that is to ask devotees, some who have been serving together for years, how they perceive us. And if you want to know truly who you are and what you can do to adjust yourself to make advancement, don't ask your friends. Ask the people whom you feel they don't like you. They will tell you the truth. Those who think they are your friends, oh, why you ask me this? You are the best person in the world. I'm in the movement is because of you. If you're not doing well, I would have given it up long time. It's because of you. So why you ask? You should know this. They won't tell you because they want to keep the so-called friendship. The person whom you think doesn't like you. Oh, Prabhu, it's a chance for them to tell you. And don't worry about that. Don't worry. Take it and keep it. After 2 weeks, then you open it. You will learn a lot of things from it.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
Maharaj was explaining how Rupa Swami and the devotee, they wanted to beg forgiveness with each other and how their relationship grew even more closer. So in our cases, when we do a mistake or when we commit offenses, we realize our mistake and we feel guilty. We don't want to repeat the mistake again. But then when it comes to going and begging forgiveness from that devotee, that time ego comes into picture and it doesn't allow us to do that. So how do we deal with this?
So that is why we should hear this. That's why we should hear the discussion so we can go forward and beg for forgiveness. We should beg. When that Brahmana wanted to defame Srivas Pandit for that offense he made, he contracted leprosy, was eating up his body, excruciating pain every day and night, he cannot sleep. He didn't go to Srivas, he went to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You are Bhadita Bhavana. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu shouted when he heard that. I don't want to see you. You are complaining, you are suffering. This is just the introduction to your suffering. It is an introduction. You have not started suffering yet. It's an introduction. What will happen when you really take the suffering? I don't want to see you. Get out. He drove him away. He came the second time to beg. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, go and meet Srivas. He is the person who you offended, not me. So he has to go to get purified. If you want to get purified, you should ask. Beg the person whom you offended. Yes, no, that is the process to get purified. If we are sick and have the medicine, we should take it. If you don't take the medicine, you will get cured. Just take the medicine, they will get cured. Right.
I had a similar question. My question is answered.
I'll take only two, one and none. Only 2 questions I want to take, so it's ready after you take up.
issue.
Hare
Now, in the first principle, we are trying to explain about how to view all the conflicts. We are at fault. Is that right? All the conflicts around, we are at fault. So, isn't it another extreme to all the conflicts and the solution? Isn't it another extreme of the same coin? All the conflicts, I am at fault, means that also means in all the conflicts, I can be a solution.
If you have conflict, then you should contribute to the solution. That's the principle. If you don't have conflict, nobody can make you angry. If you don't have anger, nobody can make you angry. We give example of water and the wood, or the fire. If I don't have lust, nobody can make me lusty. Because it's not there. You cannot put it. There's no space for it. For someone to be lusty, it is my fault. Someone to be angry, it is my fault. Therefore, I should not accuse anybody for whatever happening. I should know I have attracted it because of my undoings. If we cultivate this mentality, we will have a peaceful life. And everybody will enjoy it. Right? Very good. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
So, Maharaj, my question is, in most of the cases, the conflict happens because both the persons think I can serve Krishna better, and they think the both are right. And so it is very much in line with what Prabhuji asked. Should we always put ourselves behind, or sometimes try to convince, or how do we do it practically so that we don't get discouraged?
Srila Prabhupada said, no punishment for you. Because you're not listening, we're talking. So you're not repeating or answer. So the next time you listen. Understand? Okay, now you do.
My question is like, most of the time the conflict happens because both the persons think I can serve Krishna better, and they both think that both are right. Had it been for myself, I would have tolerated, but I want to serve Krishna. It is for Krishna's service, so let me do it. Let me try to convince you that I can do it better. And both the persons have the same thought. So, as Prabhuji mentioned just before this question, so should we always keep ourselves behind, or sometimes try to convince? Where do we? What should be our mood so that we are always encouraged and then keep continuing?
Bhagavatam 438 purport. Prabhupada said, I think so, yeah, 438. Let's see if I get it right. Got it?
438.
Canto 4, chapter 30, text 8. Let's see if I get it. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Varam, okay. Varam Brindidbham Bhadrambo Yuyam Me Niripasana Dhanan Sohridarne Pratadharmas Tushtoham Sohridenava. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, my dear sons of the King, I am very much pleased by the friendly relationships among you. all of you are engaged in one occupation. All of us in one occupation, which is devotional service. I am so pleased with your mutual friendship. My God. Now, I am so pleased with your mutual friendship that I wish you all good fortune. Now, you may ask a benediction from me. It's a purpose purport. Since the sons of the king Prachina by his side were all united in Krishna consciousness, the Lord was very pleased with them. Each and every one of the sons of King Prachina by his side was an individual soul, but they were united in offering transcendental service to the Lord. The unity of the individual soul attempting to satisfy the Supreme Lord or rendering service to the Lord is real unity. In the material world, such unity is not possible. Even though people may officially unite, they all have different interests. In the United Nations, for instance, all the nations have their particular national ambitions, and consequently, they cannot be united. This unity between individual souls is so strong within this material world that even in a society of Christian consciousness, members sometimes appear disunited due to their having different opinions and leaning towards material things. Actually, in Krishna consciousness, there cannot be two opinions. It's only one goal, to serve Krishna to one's best ability. If there is some disagreement over service, this disagreement is to be taken as spiritual. Those who are actually engaged in the service to the Lord, Supreme Personality of Godhead, cannot be disunited in any circumstance. This makes the Supreme Personality of Godhead very happy and willing to award all kinds of benediction to his devotees. As indicated in this verse, we can see that the Lord is immediately prepared to award all benediction to the sons of King Prachina by his side. If it is Krishna consciousness, there is no disunity. Is it clear? If it is, there is no disunity. Disunity is due to leaning towards material things. My ego. I know better than you, so you should listen to me. Then fighting will come. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.